I've got 3 steps here that you want to go through. You want to, as we onboard the staff, we need to show the owner's support. We need to get the business owner to introduce the topic. We also want to have some sort of demo that shows a simple workflow on how they will use it in their day-to-day. And we also have some basic training on systems thinking. So we can look at these a little bit more closely. I remember when I was doing some work with Michael Gerber, one of the things that he said, which stuck in my head and is now sort of permanently there, is this idea that don't let the business owner off the hook. The business owner needs to support and lead this. That doesn't mean they're going to be the ones doing the documentation. And we talked about getting the systems champion, but they do need to be the one that meets with the team, and maybe it's in a team meeting, maybe it's in person, maybe it's a recording, whatever it is, there needs to be something from the business owner saying, we are doing this, this is important to us. I've got a few ideas of what you can put in that little communication. Start with why are we doing it? Give an example of maybe when things didn't go smoothly and how it could have been improved with systems. Who's leading it? Introduce the systems champion or the systemologist that's going to really take charge, and that it's a group effort, as in this is something that we all need to contribute to because it's part of the way that we do things here. So that's the first piece of the puzzle. The next bit is you want to demo the software that you're using and have a simple workflow or 5 or 10 minute video training. Team members, they're busy doing their day-to-day things, and we need to try and make this as simple as possible for them. So especially if you've got a systems champion, you can show the workflow on how all you've got to do is drop the video in here and tag the systems champion, and then the systems champion is going to do the work for you, or the systemologist. And then we've got the last bit here is teaching systems thinking. And I think this is the bit that most miss. You can probably overthink this, but you have to, I would keep it simple at the start, and you want to teach some basic systems thinking stuff to your team, as in what, again, reiterating, but maybe in more detail, what the business owner covers in that initial support video, which is why is this important? What are systems? How is this done? How is it easy? How does it affect their work? And just kind of giving that context. Now, if you're just getting started, I know getting some of these things into place can be a little bit of work. So the good news is we've built it all into systemHUB for you. And there's now a section in systemHUB where there's a really clear underneath the training section here, and you come down to getting started, there is a team member induction, and it will cover the basics of systemHUB and workflow. And it'll also, we've taken a copy of the systems thinking video from the Business Systems Accelerator, and this basically helps to set the frame for why systems are important. And I recorded it very generically so it can apply in your business, and it's speaking to the actual team member. I can't overestimate the value in that video. I've also included the direct link to the video there on the screen if you do want to grab that as well. But getting team members to work through that so they understand the role that they play in building systems culture and why it's important, that's one of those missing pieces. Just like the systems champion is a key piece, giving your team member the context is another critical piece. Now, if you want to turn this into the gold standard, like I've given you a great starting point, and specifically it focuses on systems, but you really longer term want to build an onboarding process where systems thinking and that discussion is just one of the steps and things that they cover. So maybe in day number 1 or day number 2, they get some exposure to the software. Maybe day number 3, you talk about systems thinking, but that's intertwined with all of the other company info and the tools that they're going to use and how they get paid and all those sorts of things. This video was a quick snippet from the Business Systems Accelerator. If you wanted to find out more about that, head over to systemology.com/membership to check out the full program, and I'll see you in the next video.